Andy Gibb's success as a music superstar might have been expected. He had the devoted support of his family. The walls of his parents' home still are lined with his mementos. Andy had as music role models his three older brothers who performed as children and later came to be known as the Bee Gees. His parents, Hugh and Barbara Gibb, told our Mary Murphy not even they knew early success like Andy came to know.
I think he was about 18, 19, wasn't he? Had his first #1. I think he's the only person at that time to have 3 #1s in a row from starting. His brothers didn't. The Beatles didn't. But bang, 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 3 #1s in a row.
How did it affect him?
Oh, very exciting, of course, because this was something he'd worked for and he wanted to be a big star. And of course it did go to his head. I mean, it really did go to his head. He was young, you know.
It's like the old story, too much too soon.
Yeah.
You know, he couldn't handle it.
Taking me through the night, shadow dancing.
The avalanche of success buried Andy. He found himself hosting a demanding, high-profile music series for television. At the same time, through a chance meeting on a variety show, he found himself deep in a demanding, high-profile love relationship with Victoria Principal. His parents both placed this period of Andy's life as the beginning of his dependence on drugs.
I talked to him in the solid gold dressing room and I said, what are you taking this rubbish for? He said, it's the only way I can handle her.
Andy and Victoria's relationship lasted 13 months, and though his parents never approved of it, they say the press reports after Andy's death involving Victoria's name were misleading. One thing Andy did have, myocarditis, a rare viral infection of the heart muscle. It was this condition, not drugs and not his earlier love for Victoria Principal, which brought Andy's death a year ago at the age of 30.
I was with him in England when he died, and they assured me at the hospital that there was anything in his bloodstream at all. He was clean.
What was the last thing that Andy said to you?
You can't die from this, can you?
Andy was very close to his younger sister, Barry. She has yet to get over the loss.
It's hard for me to believe he's gone. And I guess in my own mind, in my own little world, I still believe he's here.
Sometimes you think he's away on a tour, you know, he's going to come home, he doesn't.
Andy Gibb's career was short but sensational. He had sold 20 million records before his death at age 30. After the ceremony, his brothers told us the sudden money and fame was a big part of the problem.
If you survive all that, then it's great. But, you know, a lot of people have become casualties of pop and don't survive it.
Yeah, as a 30-year-old, he was still a 16-year-old. So it never really developed into a person who had responsibilities, who knew how to handle them, and knew how to handle people around him, and knew how to handle life. And he missed out on that somehow.
And they say Andy was always aware that he was the kid brother.
Andy had to live on a day-to-day level with the idea that the Bee Gees were his brothers, and that he had to be, he had to achieve or do what they had done or more.
With stardom came romance. He was linked with actress Victoria Principal. He overcame troubles with drugs, but by the time he died, he had not found the confidence to restart his career.
It was more a mental thing than anything. He was just very, very...
He was terrified of starting again. That's what he was doing.
A strain of proving himself again. He was very, very confused with life.
There was a genuine, gentle soul in there that had tremendous talent. But the outside world crushed him. It just could not deal with it.
Baby, I know my way.
During the last year of his life, Andy Gibb recorded 4 songs with his brothers. The brothers Gibb say those songs will be released on an anthology album in the coming year.